We are saddened by the news of our Lyft driver and passenger that have been injured in a car accident this afternoon. Lyft is doing everything that they can to reach out to both the family of the driver and the passenger. At this time, both the driver and passenger have been airlifted to the UCLA Medical Center and are in critical condition. Lyft is doing everything that they can to assist the authorities to determine the cause of the crash as well as the details surrounding the event. We thank you for your cooperation, and we ensure that we are doing everything that we can to recover all of the information surrounding this unfortunate situation. We as a company pride ourselves on safety and customer happiness, and we'll do everything in our power to continue to update the public.
Throughout this crisis, Lyft will have to periodically make public statements. We plan to have interviews with both the Today Show and NBCLA. To ensure that Lyft maintains a strong brand image and its integrity, it is important that our spokesperson, CEO, Logan Green, will be able to answer the hard questions confidently and in stride. One important concept to understand for the interview process is bridging. Bridging is an important tool to use in interviews, but first it's important that we're prepared for some of the hard questions. Some of these hard questions may include, could this accident have been avoided, or is it possible that your Lyft driver was under the influence at the time of the crash? So how do we handle these hard questions? We use bridging. Bridging is a statement that is used to bridge the interviewer's difficult question to our key message. If a reporter asks you a difficult question, try to answer it in as few words as possible. Then use a bridging statement to lead to our key message. Throughout the interview, we should have a key message to emphasize to ensure the brand's integrity and image is still in place. Our key message for this accident will be, we're dedicated to our customers, no matter what. We will do everything in our power to keep our drivers and passengers safe in the future. As the investigation continues, Lyft will be cooperative and supportive of the families and everyone involved. A few bridging statements you can use are, the fact is, we find the more important issue is, let me emphasize again, what matters most in the situation is, before we leave this subject, I need to add, and that's why it's important too. Sometimes an interviewer will get very off track and you have to be more abrupt by saying, the question that you should ask is, or the real issue here is. So let's try it out. I'll ask you a hard question that we've mentioned earlier, and you can use a bridging statement to begin your thought. So, could this accident have been avoided?
The fact is, when any person is driving a car, there's this inevitable possibility that they could get in an accident. So unfortunately, while we expect this accident could have been avoided, when you put yourself in a situation in a car, you're inevitably giving up your right to possibly getting into an accident.
So that was a great example of bridging, and our next question will be, is it possible that your Lyft driver was under the influence at the time of the crash?
Let me emphasize again that Lyft currently does not know all of the details of the crash, but we are working closely with the authorities to figure out whether or not our driver was under the influence. As a company, we background check and practice multiple different safety regulations to make sure our drivers are safe. So while we don't believe that our driver was under the influence, we still do not know all the facts.
So these two examples emphasize the importance of bridging and how with the use of bridging we'll get back to our key message in a time of crisis.